Hello everyone, this is George Packard with Family Lawn and Landscape. Today's topic, never be too busy for your family. How many times have you heard this saying that family is everything? If you've got your family, you've got everything. Just like your health. If you have your health, you have everything. Health part is true too, because I've noticed this the older I get. My knees are bad, my back's bad, my neck is bad, my shoulder's been operated on. I have issues. Okay, so when you have your health, yeah, you do have everything. Take care of yourself. But back to the whole family thing. The reason I want to share this video with you guys is because I'm so guilty of not spending time with my family. I've got a wife, 3 kids, 3 German Shepherd dogs who I love to death. The 2 business things that we're doing, bouncing back and forth from Wisconsin to Florida all the time. And it just gets monotonous sometimes that you don't have the time. I want to tell you a story real quick. My best friend at the time, named Gary Hitz, him and I used to ride motorcycle together all the time, and we've been buddies since I was a teenager. Well, anyway, Gary and I had a sort of a falling out over a business deal one time, and it was real hard to get back together with him. You know, we did to a certain extent, but not much. I mean, it was nothing like it used to be. I mean, I've known this guy for 20 plus years, and, you know, awesome guy. Everything was great between us. Anyway, one day he just decides to, well, he got sick one night, and he's over by his girlfriend's house, and he got sick, and she took him in. Well, he thought he just had the flu. He was throwing up and stuff, thought he had the flu. Well, you know, his girlfriend said, hey, you better maybe go into the doctor or whatever. He said, no, I'll just wait and go on Monday. Well, the very next day, he started vomiting blood. So things are getting worse, okay? So they took him in, and this was in Green Bay, so this was a ways away from me. It's, you know, a couple hours away from me, where I was at the time in Antigo. And I get a call from her, and she tells me, hey, if you want to see Gary, you better come now because things are going bad. All his organs are shutting down. I'm like, what are you even talking about? I didn't even know he was sick. Well, turns out he was sick, that he had leukemia, so cancer of the blood, basically. And from the time they brought him in there, he lasted like 5 hours, not even, 4 hours, I think it was, and he was dead. As soon as I had gotten the call, I jumped in the car with my wife, and we took off to Green Bay, and I literally was 30 feet from his room, and I seen the light go off on top of his room, and a bunch of people come running into his room. And I just walked up to the entryway, and I looked in there, and they're on his chest, and they're just, you know, trying to bring him back and all this stuff. And he literally passed away right there, right in front of me. And I never got to sit and talk to him and settle things with him. We had been friends for 20-some years. We had a bad business deal between us that came up. We had a difference of opinion. And instead of me letting bygones be bygones, I didn't do that. So, in hindsight, when I look at it now, that was extremely foolish of me. And it taught me a lesson that you really need to take time, bury hatchets with people that you need to. If he was your friend before, or she, or whatever the case may be, don't let all the little things in life come between you. Don't let money come between you. Don't let, arguments come between you, things like that. It's just truly not worth it. I'll never, ever again have the opportunity to settle things with my friend. And him and I could have been riding bike, together for a long time before he passed away here. But I didn't do it. I mean, there was like 6 months I didn't even talk to him, So I guess what I'm telling you, those of you who your parents are still alive and your brothers and sisters and, even your family members, spend time with them as much as you can. Even if it's just sending them a text message telling them you love them. It lets them know that you thought of them. I can be in the truck going down the road doing business and send a text to my son or daughter and just say, hey, thinking of you. And, that means a lot to them. Even if I don't have the time to sit and talk. But try to do that stuff. And I'm guilty of it, like I said in the very beginning. I'm probably the worst at it because I have so much going on in my life. But I just want to bring this up to you guys, share my story with you, and hopefully you'll learn something from my mistake, and don't let it happen to you. George Packard, Family Lawn and Landscape. Thanks.